12 of class 8, that is exponents and power. In this video I am going to explain you laws of exponents. So we already discussed that laws in class 7. So let's recall them and let's also use that laws for negative exponents. So first law is that if we have same base, like we have a base m and different exponents, suppose it is m and n. So here we have same base a and with the different exponents. So after multiplication their exponents are going to be added with each other. So what we get, same base, that is a to power, their exponents are going to be added with each other. So it is, here it become m plus n. So we also know that this law is applicable for all the exponents. So let's apply. Suppose we are having 2 raised to power minus 5 into 2 raised to power minus 3. So let's state that this law is also applicable for the negative exponents or not. So what we get, so according to this law, thus we get same base and the after multiplication exponents are going to be added with each other. So what are the exponents? So here we have exponent as minus 5 plus minus 3. So let's check what we get. 2 minus 5, this plus and minus become minus 3, and 2 raised to power minus 5 minus 3 is become minus 8. So what we get after multiplication of two exponential number with same base, so it is 2 raised to power minus 8. So let's check this is true or not. So we know that a to power minus m is equal to 1 divided by 1 power m. So this is the way to convert a negative exponents in positive exponent. So that we already discussed in our previous class. So let's apply this one. So what we can convert this 2 raised to power minus 5 into 2 raised to power minus 3. We can write this 2 raised to power minus 5 by the help of this formula. It is 1 by 2 raised to power 5 into 2 raised to power minus 3 can be write as 2 raised to power 3. So let's use after multiplication, one numerator will multiply with numerator, so 1 will multiply with 1 and denominator will multiply with denominator. So we know that if we multiply two exponential number, so we get same base and power is going to be added with each other. So 5 plus 3 it is 8. Now we can write this 1 by 2 raised to power 8 by the help of this formula as 2 raised to power minus 8. So what we can see that by both the way we get the same result. So we can say that this first law of exponents is also applicable for all the exponent, either it is negative exponent or a positive exponent. So this is the first law of exponent, that is what, a raised to power m into a raised to power m is equal to a raised to power m plus n. Okay, now let's come to the second identity for the division, and division for the same base and different exponents. So what we can write, it is if we have a raised to power m divided by a raised to power n. So after division what we can see that we have same base but exponents are going to be subtracted from each, not from top one exponents minus any two number like 3 raised to power 5 minus 5 divided by 2, sorry, same base, 3 raised to power minus 7. So let's do by using this exponential law, what we get, 3 and powers are going to be subtracted, so minus 5 minus 7. So let's solve this. What we get, 3 minus 5, this minus become plus, so plus 7. So finally we get 3 raised to power 7 minus 5 is 2. Okay, now again check this same example by the help of this formula. So 3 raised to power minus 5 divided by 3 raised to power minus 7. So we can write this one as what? This can be write as 3 raised to power minus 5 divided by 3 minus 7. Now this, let's convert 3 raised to power minus 5 by the help of this. So what we get, it is 1 by 3 to power 5. And same way we can, if we convert this 3 raised to power minus 7, so it becomes 1 raised to power 3 to power 7. So of course denominator we have fraction, so denominator of denominator is going to become the numerator, so that's why I read the reciprocal here. So finally we get 3 raised to power 7 divided by 3 raised to power 5, and after doing the subtraction we get 3 raised to power 7 minus 5, and that is equal to 3 square. So what we see, by the both the way we get the same result, 3 square. So what we can say, that this identity, second identity, is applicable for all the integers. Similarly, we can simply say that this laws of exponents are applicable for all kind of exponent, either it is negative or positive. So let's see one by one each exponential laws of exponents. So first two we already see. Now the third law of exponent is that if we have a base A and power exponent as m, and again we have a power, second power that like this. So if we have power over power, so the these exponents are going to be multiplied with each other. So what we get, A into raised to power m into n. So this is the third exponents law of exponents. Now let's see the fourth identity, that if we have A to power m into B to B raised to power n. So here what we can say, that here we have different base, sorry, it is A raised to power m and into B raised to power m. So what we can see, that here base is different but power is same. So after multiplication the base is going to be multiplied with each other. So A into B can be written as AB, and overall we can put power as m. Okay, so this is the fourth identity. Now fifth identity is that whenever we put 0 as power of any number except 0, like A raised to power 0, so what we get, it is always equal to 1. So for any number, like suppose we are taking as 11 raised to power 0, so it is equal to what? It is 1. 119 raised to power 0, it is equal to 1. Okay, it is minus 500 raised to power 0, it is equal to 1. So whatever number we can take, if we put power as 0, so we always get what? It is 1, except 0. If we put 0 raised to power 0, so this number is not equal to 1. This is we call not defined type number. This type of number is not defined. So the fifth identity is that a raised to power 0 is always equal to 1. That a can be anything except 0. Now sixth identity is that if we have a raised to power m divided by b raised to power m, so what we can see that here the base is different but we have same power. So we can write this as a by b whole to power m. So these are the some identity. So we can use, as I already explained you with some example, that these all the identity is applicable for all type of exponents, either it is negative or positive. So you can use this identity for any exponent. So these are all the laws of exponents, and that is very important. We are going to use that laws for our calculation. So that's all for today. Thank you.